Okay. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warning, please visit... Oh. I have anxiety. Oh, whatever, we're going to continue anyways. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 of age, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yep. Okay then. Sure, it's still recording. Okay. Enter your name. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Me too, bud, me too. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Okay. I overslept again! I could see that. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I was. That's mean, Rain. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I'm a girl, though. I suppose in this game I'm a guy, but I'm a girl. It's gonna be a gay relationship. I mean, lesbian. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Want a bit? Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Rain, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already! I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Duh. I didn't mean to say it like that. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of my many conversations where I dismissingly go along with whatever she's going on about. Terry likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content by just going by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Holy crap, that described me in one sentence. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I was worried about you. Won't you learn how to socialize or have any skills before college? Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Says the one who breaks her neck. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a net in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I'm dying from corona. Just kidding, it's bronchitis. Actually, it's because I haven't drank anything, but, you know. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. Just shut the fuck up. I'll look at a few clubs if it will make you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'd try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! That yay, though. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Still dying. Alright. The school day isn't as ordinary as ever, and I cannot English. And it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Zori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Zori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Oh. Okay. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club? Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she has the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why? Do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep! Tell that to myself all the time. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! What did I just do for that voice? Alright. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. That sounds like me too. I do that. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! My voice died there. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh? I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? I'm a girl, shut up. Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey, Rain! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Her small figure is exactly how I look, actually. Minus the pink hair and pink eyes. Alright, let's keep going. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say that. Don't say things like that. I had to reword that. And hello! What nice personalities you have. Alright, anyways. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice meeting you both. And your nice personalities. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. 'Cause I stalk him every day after class. What? It's great to see you again, Rain. Is there some wind down there? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, and has magical air under her skirt. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Rain. My voice. Alright, come sit down, Rain. I'm a male now. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me and Monica. I'm not gonna do that voice anymore, I'm sorry. I had to for that one segment there. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them! I get them! Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Damn it. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabbed a wrapped tray, and Yuri opens the closet. I thought that said cabinet. Still feels a little awkward. I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready for my delicious death cakes? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealing a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. So cute! I'm trying to get like different voices for each of them, and I'm forgetting who is who, honestly. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one! Sayori grabbed one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I'll look that off for you. I mean, what? I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bit down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Because she's sweet and full of flavor. I mean, what? I'm being so weird today. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. chill your panties there, okay? I give up on Suki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea tray. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Ignore that. Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. You have the biggest personality out of everyone. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it! Insulted, Yuri looked away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? It wasn't your nice personalities. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't let Monica know that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of a debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Okay. What time is it? Alright. Monica is a really great leader, says I. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. I don't believe in that you're all gonna die one way or another. I mean, what? Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Rain, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read in the past few years. I don't really have a good way to answer that question. That's a lie, I read a lot of crap, but, you know, whatever. Alright. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half-jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. And I'm not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking at the scene and your sad smile. Ah, my heart! The girls get to me every time. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Please trace me that way. I mean, what? My favorite books are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Like murder. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to reserved and timid in one sense the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well, like yanderis. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? I know, I do that to people too. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately, like yanderis. Ah, I read horror books once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone so gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often really successful to change the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute! Yes, you are. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing a level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yayuri? Yayuri. I meant Yuri, sorry. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wasn't paying attention to who was talking. Aww, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay! I have an idea, everyone! Natsuki and Yuri look whatever that word is, at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own! Then, next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. Oh god. That way everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Rain? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I've never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs I'm looking at, and, I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. That doesn't look very dejected. Neither does that. Alright. But I'm sorry, I thought... Rain? You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decisions when it's like this? That is, if writing up poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful ladies. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I am so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just come for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official! Welcome to the literature club! Ah, thanks, I guess. My door's open this entire time. Alright, anyways. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Rain, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah! Totally. We're gonna save that there. Alright, that's gonna be the end of that for today.